It's BBC Hereford and Worcester. It's a Tuesday lunchtime with Malcolm Boyden. We're looking at your golden tickets today. Could be tickets for anything. Tickets that you bought, tickets that you've queued up for, waited up late to get your hands on, when you kept pressing refresh on your laptop but you still didn't get in, or maybe you did and you landed the golden ticket. Why are we doing it? Well, ABBA tickets went on sale today at 10 a.m. I suspect they're all gone now. I'd be amazed if there was any left, but I don't know for sure. It's hotly anticipated, of course. It's the first taste of ABBA for many, many years, but they're not in human form. They're in hologram form, so we'll wait and see. Well, some of the biggest gigs of all time have come with the headlines about how quickly they sold out, from Oasis to Robbie Williams. So, let's have a chat to Rob about this. Rob Fiddaman is a music expert and historian, and he's the man who's got his hands on the golden ticket many times, I would imagine. He knows a thing or two about tickets. Afternoon, Rob.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for coming on. I suppose this ABBA gig or these ABBA concerts are going to have sold out by now. It's got to be the hottest ticket in town, hasn't it?
Oh, I can only imagine what they're going to try and resell them at if people can do that. I mean, yeah, it's going to be something that ABBA fans are going to be crazy trying to get hold of a ticket for this. I mean, after a 40-year hiatus, I mean, it is the thing to get now, the ticket.
Dear. Well, we're having a few problems with Rob. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll try and get him back, because I don't want you to miss anything of him, because he's the ticket historian, the man who knows a thing or two about tickets, the ticket expert. He's predicting a big seller. We'll try and get back to Rob in a few moments' time. We'll get him on a better line. That'd be the idea.
Did you miss it?
Oh, look at that.
We're actually doing tons of decorating.
Solo, unsupported before.
And on the BBC Sounds app.
First proper sit down for 85 days.
The unique thing about being a first is no one can take that away from you.
This is BBC Hereford and Worcester.
Good. Said it were only a few seconds, and Rob's relocated to a different part of his house, so his line might be better now. Hello, Rob.
I was tripping over all those ABBA tickets that I've got.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he has. He's got a back room full of them. Yes.
I was indeed.
We were just saying that the resale value of them, if that's allowed, is going to be humongous, isn't it?
Oh, I should imagine so. I mean, I think at one point Spice Girls tickets were selling at 1,000, and when they had their reunion, I mean, they sold out after about 38 seconds.
Is the fact that we're not actually going to see them in human form but in hologram form, is that going to make a difference? Will people be a little bit less anxious to get hold of them because you're not seeing them in the flesh?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed at first, but I suppose I think ABBA fans are desperate to see anything ABBA back out there performing and with a new studio album. So I think it's going to do really well. It's for 4 years, isn't it? You can go to see it. Yeah.
And what are the biggest tickets you've seen over the years, Rob?
Well, I was lucky to go to see Oasis in 1996 at Nebworth. They sold 250,000 tickets over the 2 nights, but there was 2.6 million people applied in the UK for a ticket. But I was lucky to get one, so it made it one of the largest ever ticket demand concerts of all time. Paul McCartney did one at Las Vegas at the Hard Rock.
How did you feel when you actually got your hands on that golden ticket then? What does that make you feel? Because it's all part of the fun, isn't it? Queuing up if you have to queue. Maybe that was in the olden days. Keep refreshing on the laptop. How does it make you feel when you actually land one?
Well, when you're a fan or a super fan, it's euphoric, isn't it? You just need to go. You've got to go to every concert. You need to be there. You need to soak up the atmosphere, and you don't want to miss anything, do you?
You certainly don't. And queuing up and getting the tickets is all part of the thing. It's all part of the excitement.
Getting out of the car park from Nebworth took hours. I remember that much back in 96.
Crumbs. And tickets are big business, aren't they? Do you keep the used ones? Because they're almost as valuable as any other bit of a merchandise.
Hugely, because I deal with memorabilia as well. I mean, if you've got a ticket for the Sex Pistols, I mean, they go for hundreds, because of course after the mistake on BBC, a lot of the concerts were cancelled, so these tickets are priceless. Any old Beatles tickets, especially if they've been signed, but tickets, of Michael Jackson fans, they want a bad ticket, and if they've been unused, they love them tour laminates, tour programs, tour itinerary.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing goes on and on and on, you know. But the ABBA ticket is what all the ABBA fans will be definitely after. And it's going to end in tears for some, I suspect. But I don't know, there's 4 years, isn't there?
Well, there is, yes. Does reselling the tickets spoil it in a way, do you think?
Well, it's not fair for the artist, and it's not fair for all the crew, is it? And everyone involved in it. That people are making this kind of money, and it doesn't go to the artist, does it? Or any of the people that work in the business. It was a real rip-off, but they are tackling that, aren't they, now, quite successfully, I think.
So finally, if there was a golden ticket today that you personally, Rob, would be able to get your hands on, what would it be, your golden ticket? It wouldn't be ABBA, or would it?
No, I think if Oasis reformed, that's the one I'd be after.
Yeah. You and many millions as well.
I know.
And the feeling would still be as euphoric when you got your hands on that ticket, I'm sure.
It's a big nostalgia thing, of course, as well. Don't forget, it reminds people of certain times in their life. You know, it brings back so many memories. And, you know, people just want this. They want ABBA back, don't they, you know?
And that's what they're going to get, but only if they've got the ticket. Rob, it's lovely speaking to you. Thank you for persevering with us, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. I hope you get a ticket, but not a parking one.
Well, I might get the latter, but I certainly won't get an ABBA ticket. Not, 2 hours and 43 minutes into the sale. I wouldn't have thought so for a million years. Good stuff. Rob Fiddaman there, the music expert and historian. He'd be desperate for an Oasis ticket if they reformed. That would be another big seller, don't you think? And just to get you in the mood, well, what this